Good afternoon. Leo tutazungumzia mambo machache, mambo ya safari zangu za Amerika. I think last time when we were discussing my trip in America, my Storos segment, we had agreed that now I'll give you a story about how I went to Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, one of my roommates in New Jersey at the Keene University, then Keene College of New Jersey. We used to live with a young man from Atlanta, Georgia, Scott. His name was Scott. I can't remember his last name, but he was a Scott. When we, that's the summer of 1998. The summer of 1990, not 98, 78. Sorry, not 98, 78. The summer of 1978 or 79. There, I can't remember what one of these summers. But I should think it was after, yeah, it was before the accident. It was the summer of 1978. So Scott invited me to go and visit his parents at Atlanta, Georgia. So we moved with, we traveled with Scott to Atlanta, Georgia. His father was a divorced man. His father, Scott's parents had been divorced. So when we went to Atlanta, we found his father in a swimming pool in a hotel, alongside a swimming pool with two young, beautiful girls. Then I asked Scott, what is your dad doing this? He said, these are his girlfriends. So what I'm trying to say is that at that time, I had never seen a Mzungu who is polygamous. Although they were not married, but he was operating with the two girls. The father was a contractor, and he had a partner who was a black American, and they were in, that's why we had gone to Scott, because I was doing mechanical contracting, and I thought they would able to give me a job. As a matter of fact, they offered me a job, but then I couldn't take the job because I had to, the same job they had offered me was supposed to start in December, at the close of school in December, and that's when I had to travel back to Kenya because my father had an accident on Mombasa Road, coming from Machakos that morning of 9th November 1978. But when I went to Atlanta, Georgia, then we went there. I found Scott's father with his two girlfriends, very beautiful. Then he asked me a few questions, and he asked me whether I believed in marriage. Then he told me that he doesn't believe in marriage, and that's why he had divorced Scott's father, but he believes in children. So this idea of people not getting married did not start just the other day. I'm talking 1978. I met somebody who did not believe in marriage then, although he was a divorced man. So when I told him that I don't believe in marriage, he supported me. But eventually when I came back home and my father believes in marriage, I got married. So what am I saying? I'm saying that you can change your mind. You can change your mind and you can speak according to the whim of the person, to please the person who you want to do business with. Because now this man was promising to employ me. So if I had said that I believe in marriage and he had divorced, maybe he would not have given me the job. In any case, he didn't employ me, but he offered me the opportunity because while we were there at the hotel, at the swimming pool area, he called his, these two young ladies were in bikinis for your information. He called his partner, who was a black American man, who was the operations manager or the operations director. So the operations director came. When he came, he interviewed me. He found that I was legible, and he told me that I can start. They were going to train. I was going to learn on the job. They were going to train me into mechanical contracting, and I'll be one of their employees. But unfortunately, like I told you, when I was supposed to report to work, I had to come to Kenya because my father, or parents, and brothers of our family, for that matter, had been involved in an accident where I had lost my mother, 4 brothers, and 4 sisters. So you could see how devastating it was, because that happened in November the 9th. So, and I was supposed to go and start work in December, that short vacation before the after the fall semester. So I could not make it uh, because we had agreed that I go back to King College. I mean to New Jersey. I finished the uh, the fall semester. Then during that break, the winter break, then I would then work with the Scott's father contracting company. So that was my small story, my short story about how I visited Atlanta. I saw a very wonderful place. I saw a lot of Black American people there. Atlanta, Georgia is quite mixed. It's like New York. These big cities, one of the big cities where there are a lot of blacks is Atlanta, Georgia. But anyway, Scott took me around. He took me around, but eventually, since I had already struck a deal with the father, I don't even think I slept in Atlanta because I flew back to New Jersey again, to the Newark airport, where where I had been dropped earlier with in an helicopter from New York. You remember my trip when I moved from Jomo, I mean what, not Jomo Kenyatta. What do you call this man? JFK in New York, and the man the man who was showing me the helicopter told me that I must be a rich nigger, because I was boarding a helicopter that only carries millionaires. So he thought I must be a millionaire. Fortunately, I was not, but fortunately, I will be. Sooner or later, I'll be a millionaire. As a matter of fact, I'm a millionaire in mind. And I think I'm a millionaire. What do you think I'm worth? Am I not worth a million? But not in dollars yet. But I think I will. I'll be soon a millionaire in dollars. I'm going to be a millionaire in dollars. That is my take for today. I didn't want to talk much, but I just wanted to tell you that I also visited Atlanta, Georgia during my stay in the US. That is, I think, the little part that I had left out, and I said I'll clarify it. I had gone there to look for a job, and one of my roommates in King College at Rogers Hall is Scott, and Scott is the one that had taken me to visit his father and see whether I could secure a job, a part-time job, which I did, but I never took up the job. Thank you very much. We will see you again tomorrow for another story of America. I'll give you the story of how I used to work as a security guard.